Another music hour.
The Pressure Group back in 1977, and Coming Home, nice way to take us up, I think, to the top of the hour. This is Radio North Sea International, broadcasting from the radio ship MEBO III in a position 1 degree 70 minutes east. That is 51 degrees 57 minutes north, and 190 meters medium wave. That's 1575 kilohertz. Sponsored by Wilkin & Sons, makers of the world's finest preserves. With the right time by Bolivar is 2 o'clock. That's 1400 hours. Bolivar, who invented Accutron, the electronic tuning fork watch.
Radio North Sea International, brought to you with Wilkin & Sons Tiptree Preserves, for that extra special taste this summer.
As we approach the end of our second revival, we'd like to thank everyone who has made this broadcast such a success. Our advertisers, our sponsors, the DJs, the MEBO crew, our sales staff, the Dovercourt Sea Scouts, and of course, you, the listeners. In your letters and emails, you've told us how much you've enjoyed RNI, so I'm sure you would like to see us back again next year. You can help us achieve that goal by joining the newly formed RNI Official Fan Club, to be run by myself, Colin Lamb. In addition to a quarterly newsletter, there'll be other great benefits for members, and all for just £7.50 a year. So do it now. Send a cheque or international money order for £7.50 made payable to Radio North Sea International to 26 Dunthorpe, D-U-N-T-H-O-R-P-E Road, Clacton-on-Sea, Essex, CO168YN. All money raised through the fan club will go towards ensuring that we return in 2001. Together, we can make it happen.
The Lunchtime Show is brought to you in association with Speedworth International Motorsport, for the best in small oval motor racing at Vauxhall Stadium, Ipswich and Yarmouth Stadium. Listen out for details of forthcoming race meetings on the Speedworth International Lunchtime Show, between noon and 3 p.m. every day.
The chairman of the board of the Happiness Corporation.
And welcome into hour number 3 of the Speedworth Racing Lunchtime Show. Another 58 minutes to go. We've got some great music in this hour as well. And we're going to kick it off with one of the big hits of 1971 for T-Rex.
She's my woman of gold, and she's not very old.
you could almost imagine that being sung at Harvest Festival, couldn't you? That was Miguel Rios from Spain, and the Song of Joy. Never really a big hit in the UK, but an RNI classic nevertheless. And that is exactly what you are listening to, Radio North Sea International. We're coming in live from the MEBO III, or the LV18, in Harwich Harbour at 17 minutes now, after 10 o'clock.
Clacton Pier, seaside fun for everyone. Come and visit our open-air and undercover fairgrounds with all the traditional fun of the fair. Experience the thrills. There really is fun for all the family at Clacton Pier.
Relive the days of the pirate stations at the High Lighthouse at Harwich, open daily from 12:30 till 4:30. The National Wireless and Television Museum is housed in a 90-foot high lighthouse, looking out over Harwich Harbour. See 6 floors of vintage radios and televisions, and a special exhibition dedicated to the golden days of offshore pirate radio. Admission is just £1 for adults and 50p for juniors and seniors. Relive the days of the pirate stations at the High Lighthouse, Harwich.
Keep a permanent memento of the Radio North Sea broadcast from the MEBO III, the light vessel 18, with the RNI souvenir picture book. The 71-page history of the restoration and personalities involved with the light vessel is just £9.99, including postage, from RNI, 12 St Mary's Road, Brenton-on-Sea in Essex. Or pick up a copy from the High Lighthouse, Harwich, or the Beauty Box in Church Street, Harwich. The RNI souvenir picture book.
Remember this golden classic.
1964. And we find the searchers there.
Someday we're gonna love again. Someday we're gonna love.
21 minutes now after 10 o'clock. On the BP Autos morning show with myself, Colin Lamb. Now, I have Ben from the Netherlands in the studio, and we'll be talking to him after the next record, which is an album track from Creedence Clearwater Revival, and it's off the Pendulum album, and it's called Hey Tonight.
Hey!
That's album tracking Creedence Clearwater Revival, and from the Pendulum album, the one called Hey Tonight. I think that's also on the flip side of Have You Ever Seen the Rain? I haven't got the single handy, so I can't check that, just have to take my word for it. Creedence, though, one of my favourite bands, so it's great to be able to play some tracks by them. 24 minutes after 10 now on the BP Autos morning show right here on Radio North Sea International.
And that was an RNI classic from 1970, The Witch by the Rattles. By the way, this is Ben Meijering on RNI Radio North Sea International on 1575 kilohertz. And we were listening to Carly Simon, actually a number one in the RNI charts back in 1973, January 19th, 1973, only for 1 week. And now, an RNI classic.
Remember this golden classic.
And here's the Tremolos and My Little Lady. La La La. This is a very famous Dutch song, by the way, La La La. Good morning, my name is Ben Meijering and a special welcome to all the listeners in the Netherlands and in Belgium. Goedemorgen Nederland, goedemorgen België. Dit is Radio Noordzee Internationaal, Radio Noordzee International on 1575 kilohertz. Next one is a number that hit the RNI charts. It's Diana Ross and Surrender. This is the Allman Brothers Band and Jessica. See ya.
He's mad about something. There's Bruce Ruffin from 1972. He's mad about you. This one came along in 1970 from Redbone. I believe we played that rather a lot last year. That was from 1970. And Redbone and a song called Maggie.
Bill Mitchell.
Flashes back another 60s super hit.
7 minutes after 3 o'clock, and this is my first 60s pick this hour. It comes from 1966, the Walker Brothers. Sound from 1966 from the Walker Brothers, and the sun ain't gonna shine anymore.
A real tasty geezer.
That's a band that called themselves Pandaberry. It's much like Focus there. That was called No Cookies, which was one of the Dutch classics we're playing here on this particular RNI broadcast. Here's Clara Rogers, though. We're going back to 1969 with this particular tune from her. I think anyway, is it?
I don't know.
Because that big anchor came on board last night, didn't it?
I'm a mere DJ. You told me last night.
You're sworn to secrecy, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I mean, once we're outside the limits, that's it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
The world is our own.
Yeah.
What, that big box downstairs?
Yeah,
is that what's in that crate? I thought that was engine parts as well, but it's set.
We can switch it on and watch the aerial melt, can't we?
Because that is exactly what would happen, I think.
What good are friends if you never call on them? Your best friend station.
Yeah, I think from 50 kilowatts to from 1 watt, the aerial wouldn't like that very much, I don't think. It'd look a bit floppy, wouldn't it?
It'd glow.
My lady Tapandi, why do you sleep so still? I'll wake you tomorrow, and you will be my fill. Yes, you will be my fill.
Lady Darbanville, that's Cat Stevens from 1970, a big hit then in that year. 16 minutes away from 2, we're now disappeared from our usual spot. I popped my head out the porthole just a few moments ago and noticed we're surrounded by water. So yes, you can probably, if I just turn the microphone, You can hear the engines of the tug, which is moving us very, very slowly down the river at the moment. Not very far. We're just going to go in a big circle, I think, or a big semicircle, and then back onto the more or less to the place where we were, just about a couple of 100 yards further over. So, well, it's interesting. It makes life do. I can actually feel the ship moving. We're just swaying gently side to side as we're being pulled through the current. Ah, very nice too.
RNI.
And these are the Tremolos, a former headbound sound from 1971. Right Wheel Left Cambersham, that is the name of that from the Tremolos, 1971, a former headbound sound as we get towards 2 o'clock. It's 11 minutes to 2 now on the Speedworth Racing Lunchtime Show. We're very much underway now in the middle of the river, just heading back towards the waterfront at Harwich in the company of our tug, the Trimley. You find the key to love.
That's John Mayall from his album The World of John Mayall, and a song called The Key to Love. This is Radio North Sea International, broadcasting from the radio ship MEBO III in the position 1 degree 17 minutes east, 51 degrees 57 minutes north on 190 meters medium wave. That's 1575 kilohertz. We are sponsored by Wilkin & Sons, makers of the world's finest preserves, where the right time by Bolivar is 2 o'clock. Bolivar, who invented Accutron, the electronic tuning fork watch.
As we approach the end of our second revival, we'd like to thank everyone who has made this broadcast such a success. Our advertisers, our sponsors, the DJs, the MEBO crew, our sales staff, the Dovercourt Sea Scouts, and of course, you, the listeners. In your letters and emails, you've told us how much you've enjoyed RNI, so I'm sure you would like to see us back again next year. You can help us achieve that goal by joining the newly formed RNI Official Fan Club, to be run by myself, Colin Lamb. In addition to a quarterly newsletter, there'll be other great benefits for members, and all for just £7.50 a year. So do it now. Send a cheque or international money order for £7 payable to Radio North Sea International to 26 Dunthorpe, D-U-N-T-H-O-R-P-E Road, Clacton-on-Sea, Essex, CO168YN. All money raised through the fan club will go towards ensuring that we return in 2001. Together, we can make it happen.